Let's talk about it. So you're eating healthy, you're working out, you're drinking water, and the scale, it's not moving. Like, what is happening? So if you've been struggling to lose weight and you feel like nothing is working, then you need to watch this video, because here I'm going to share 5 sneaky reasons why you're not losing weight. And these were the mistakes I made as well when I was trying to lose weight. So I'm going to share with you how to fix them and how you can fix them too, and how you can fix them fast. So sit back, relax, and make sure you watch this till the very end. I know, right? You're eating all the right foods, but you might be forgetting about the portion sizes. Because I mean, sometimes the serving portion of something that's supposedly healthy, it's really small. The ways to fix this is you can actually use smaller plates. Like if you put a smaller portion of food onto a big plate, it's going to look like nothing, right? But if you use a smaller plate, you're going to trick your brain into thinking that you're actually eating more. So that's just like a great way to overcome that. Also at the beginning, make sure to check how many calories stuff actually has. And I don't really like this that much because I don't really like to count my calories, but at the beginning of your journey, just to kind of have an idea, so you know, like for example with that peanut butter, right? You might have known that, but if you haven't, like nuts actually have a lot of calories in them and they're really healthy for you. Same with avocado, for example, it has a lot of fats, but it's really healthy. You should eat it, but remember to not overeat that stuff. So just kind of to have an idea how many calories stuff have, just so you can be mindful when preparing your meals and your portions. Another way to overcome this is to actually meal prep. And let's be honest, meal prepping is such a good idea because it will save you so much time, and you actually know what your portion size is. You won't overeat, you won't go out and buy some ready meals that, let's be honest, are small, are not really that tasty, and they're not really that healthy either. It will save you so much time as well because you can just meal prep for the whole week or just a few days. And I've linked some meal prep containers in the description so you can start meal prepping right away. And also one more tip, if you do want to lose weight and if you want to make your portions smaller, eat mindfully. Like, do not sit down in front of TV and eat your dinner there, because that's like the worst possible thing you can do. You're going to just like eat the whole thing within the first minute or something, and you will feel like, oh, I need some more stuff to snack on, I'm not full yet. But if you actually sit down, just focus on your food, focus on the things that you have on your plate, just think about your taste buds, think about what your food tastes like. It's going to add so much more to the experience. And after you finish, just give yourself half an hour, because your brain needs time to actually acknowledge that you have just finished a meal and that you are actually full. Okay, let's be real. If your meals are mostly lettuce, then it's time for an upgrade. Protein is key when it comes to weight loss because it helps you feel full, it helps you burn fat, and helps you maintain muscle. So it's a win-win. It's such a great thing. You have to make sure you have enough protein in your meals. I mean, I cannot really stress this enough. It's so important. Here's a little math coming your way. So write this down or just like make a little note of it. So you should aim for 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight of protein a day. But I mean, if you don't really want to count it so much, I mean, I don't really count it either. It's just like make sure you include protein in your every meal. I mean, make sure it's not like too big of a portion of protein, but just like have something there, okay? So how to fix it? I mean, make sure you start your day with protein. So like make sure there's some eggs in your breakfast, or like yogurt, or if you're vegan, it can be like soy yogurt as well, or just like tofu or something. Just like make sure there's something there at the start of your day. It will help you feel fuller and it'll keep you going until like lunch or dinner, and you won't feel the need to snack as much. It's really a great thing to do. Just make sure you include that in your breakfast especially. And if you're not really that big of a breakfast person, like for example, add a protein powder to your smoothie. That's another great way to go. It will help you feel full, and it's so tasty as well. I've actually linked some protein powders that I use in the description if you want to check them out. Another tip is to swap those carbs for protein. So like for example, you're prepping your dinner, right? And you're having rice with some veggies. Well, that's good, right? But it's not great. What you want to do is replace some of that rice, like get a smaller portion of rice and add some protein into it. So like add some meat or some tofu or something. You can add chickpeas, you can add some beans, just make sure there's protein in there, and also veggies as well, but just like swap some portion of that rice for protein. It's going to help you feel fuller, you'll feel so much better, and it will help you with your weight loss journey. Okay, I know this might come as a shock, but if you're doing too much cardio, it actually might be the reason why you're not losing weight. So why too much cardio backfires? Well, if you're doing too much cardio, it makes you super hungry, so you're probably going to overeat after you finish your workout. Your body adapts, and over time it burns fewer calories from doing cardio workouts. And finally, most cardio workouts don't help you build muscle, and muscle burns fat. Okay, and listen, I'm like a huge cardio fan, okay? I love running, I run like 3 times a week, and I love doing high intensity workouts. And I'm not saying that you should stop doing those, because it's really important. It's really important to have balance in your life. I'm just saying that you should also include some strength training in your routine, because it's so important, especially when you want to lose weight. I mean, some people just like think, okay, I just have to go out and just run. I just have to do so much cardio and I will lose weight. But they can get into this loop that will actually prevent them from losing weight. You need to make sure that you're mixing it all up, okay? So include that strength training in your routine as well. If you don't really know what to do, I have so many strength training workouts on my channel, and they're like, so many of them are just like body weight exercises, so you don't even need like any equipment, you don't need to go to the gym. It's so quick and easy. Let's talk about the silent weight loss killer: lack of sleep and stress. So if you're always tired and stressed, your body releases cortisol, which literally tells your body to store fat. I mean, do you even get it? Like, you're stressed and you're tired and you're gaining weight as well at the same time. I mean, it's awful, right? So here are a few signs that stress is messing up your progress. So if you're constantly craving like sugary foods and processed foods, junk food, that's one of the reasons why. If you're storing fat in your belly, that might also be the stress and the cortisol. And also, if you're constantly feeling tired and unmotivated, then like think about your stress levels. Think if that's not the reason why you're not losing weight. How to fix it. So ideally you should get that sleep, and you should have like between 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I mean, I myself was struggling with my sleep like a few months ago, and it was really, really hard for me to fall asleep and actually maintain that sleep during the night. So like few tips if you are struggling with your sleep is, and I know it's kind of a cliche, but try meditating. What worked for me, and like meditation doesn't have to be like an hour-long practice or something. I mean, it can be, but if you're short on time or you don't really feel like doing that, or it's something that's new for you and you don't really feel so great about doing it, it's try like a small like 10-minute meditation or something. You can do it in your bedroom, just like lie down. Don't really watch anything, don't just like use your phone, just try and relax. You can like put some nice music on, something that relaxes you. You could do a guided meditation as well, there's so many of them online. But what really worked for me, I tried doing my meditation in the park, and I feel like connecting with nature really helped me out. Like just realizing that it's not like all about you, you're just like a small portion of this whole universe, and just like you don't have to really stress so much about everything. I know sometimes I feel like it's a little bit liberating to think that you're not really the center of the world, if you know what I mean. You're just like a smaller portion of it. So just try to enjoy it a bit more, and just like enjoy nature as well, like feel connected to everything. I feel like that really grounded me and helped me overcome my lack of sleep. And another thing, like journaling is a great way to manage stress levels. Like if you're feeling like you have so much to do, you have so much on your mind, just get a notebook and write it all down. Write everything that you have to do, everything that's making you anxious. It just helps so much to not feel like you have to store all that in your head, but rather just have it written down somewhere. I found it really helpful. Like it's so liberating when you feel like, okay, it's actually down here. It may be a lot, but it is doable. Or if it's not doable, then like think about maybe scheduling it, think about when you need to do this stuff, so you don't feel like, oh my god, I'm just like running away. I'm not like doing my to-do list because I'm feeling stressed all the time, just like plan it out. You will feel so much better and so much less stressed. And also really important, cut down that screen time. And I know it's like you've probably heard it so many times, but actually is so important, because if you're scrolling on your phone just like an hour before going to sleep, you will have trouble falling asleep. Okay, it's just fact. So instead of doing that, just read a book or have an everything shower. Try doing a meditation at that time even, like, or just write some stuff down. I wouldn't say really write your to-do list or like write the things that are making you anxious right before going to sleep, because that might make you more anxious. But what I really suggest is actually doing some gratitude journaling before going to sleep. Like write down 3 things that you're grateful for that day, and it will just put you in such a better mood, and you will feel so much positive, and it will make it easier for you to fall asleep and feel less stressed. And if you're thinking, oh, nothing good happened that day, that's not true. Like definitely there are things you might not even notice them, but that's why you're doing it, to start noticing the little things. Like you got a little compliment from someone, write that down. Or you called your family, you called your best friends, maybe you messaged them. Just like small little things, or just like you went outside and the sky was so nice. Just write that down. Like, just write down the little things that you're grateful for. Okay, and the final reason why you're not losing weight, and let's be real here, okay, is, are you actually being consistent? Because weight loss is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent over time. It's about making changes to your lifestyle that you can maintain long term, and that will help you lose weight. It will help you feel healthy, and it will just help you build life that you're happy with. What does consistency actually look like? It's not about being perfect, as I said, okay? Like one bad meal won't ruin everything. It won't really ruin your progress. So like, don't worry about going out with your friends every now and then and just like having some sweet treat, or like having a big meal, or like overeating. Don't really worry about that. If you're maintaining your healthy lifestyle, like 80% of the time, you can allow yourself to just have fun in that 20%. It's not going to ruin your progress, and it will make you happy. It will help you feeling fulfilled. It's really not that big of a deal. It's all about sustainable habits. It's about building habits that you can maintain. Like think about when you're starting a diet or something. Think about, can I actually maintain this long term? Because if you can't, yes, you might lose weight, but then after you finish the diet, you will bounce right back. So why put all that effort into it? That's not what you want to do. You want to actually build routines and change your relationship to food and what you eat and learn to eat healthier things to actually feel good over time and to feel like, I actually like this. I'm able to do that every day and be happy with it. And believe me, with time, you will be. Okay, so also tracking progress. And that's really important, okay? Because if you're just going to look at the scale, it's not going to really help you out, because if you're building muscle, if you're doing strength training, and if you're looking nice, if your body's getting toned, your weight might not really go down, because muscle weights and weights more than fat, but you're losing fat, you're building muscle. Even though if your weight might really go up a little bit even, you're still looking better and you actually lost so much fat and you're actually healthy. So the best way to actually track your progress is take pictures of yourself, because then you can compare and look at your progress without feeling demotivated or about feeling ashamed or bad about the numbers, because it's not really all about numbers, okay? Like, don't really focus on that, because you can build some really bad habits. It's not about the number, it's about how you look and how you feel and if you feel good. So how to fix this? So just make sure you're sticking to your routine about 80% of the time. Remember, one bad day won't really backfire your whole progress. That's not the way it works, so don't stress about it. Just relax, okay? Try to stick to your routine most of the time, but be okay with not sticking to it from time to time. Set realistic goals, like please, no starving yourself, no fasting all the time. Like, okay, fasting does actually have its benefits, but that's like another topic completely. If you'd like to see a video on that, just let me know in the comments. But like, don't really expect to lose weight from fasting if you're going to binge on whatever like the day after, because that's not really going to work, okay? It will just build really unhealthy habits for you and it will make you feel really bad. And finally, and remember, be patient, because weight loss journey takes time. You're not going to see results after the first day or two. It takes time. You need like at least a week, 2 weeks, or a month to see results. It really takes time, but remember, take pictures, stay consistent, and the results will come, and you're going to build a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle that you can be proud of. If you're having trouble with staying consistent and actually sticking to your routines, maintaining those habits, I've linked some planners and habit trackers in the description, so make sure you check them out. I love using these so much because it just like takes away the thinking from the whole process. It just like allows you to be like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to do it, and then I can tick it off, and it's so satisfying to tick stuff off. So make sure you check that out. Okay, so that is it. These are the 5 mistakes that most people make when it comes to weight loss. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please, please, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will be so grateful. I'm just a small channel starting out, trying to share my own weight loss journey and my own passion for fitness with you. It would just mean so much for me if you can support me in any way. And if you have any questions for me, or if there's anything else you'd like to see, please just let me know, okay? And sending all the love to you guys. Please come back, and thank you for making it to the end of this video. Bye bye.